What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On today's menu we have the combo tutorial for the Numeron generator deck profile that I posted a few days ago. But before we get into it, I decided to make a couple of changes to the extra deck because after playtesting some of the things felt a little bit iffy and some of the things that just didn't fit. So first of all, for our Link monsters, I decided to keep IP Masquerena and Nightmare Unicorn, but I decided to change the Mech Knight Crusadia Abramax for an Appaloosa. It makes it easier to go from IP Masquerena to an Appaloosa instead of going into an Abramax, so I decided to change that up. Also, for our Xyz monsters, I kept C1 and Zexal. I also kept the two number 4s, the two number 3s. I decided to cut one of the number 2s. Kept two of the number 1s to go into the C1. But instead of the one of the number 2s that I cut it, I decided to keep these two and add number 92 Hard Earth Dragon. This is just a placeholder. Actually, I would like to have added Infinitrack Earth Slicer, but I don't have it right now. So this is what I have for now, and this is what I'm going to be keeping. So let's get into some of the basic combos for the deck. So before we move right into the combo, quick disclaimer, this deck isn't a combo deck like the Fluffle, so it doesn't have as many quick 2-card, 1-card combos that we can do. This is one of the more basic ones the Generator in general has, but it's a little bit risky in this deck because our Generator engine is a little bit smaller than usual, so play it at your own risk. This is probably the last line of play I would actually do because it's so susceptible to hand traps like Ash, and stuff like that can stop you from searching or summoning from the deck, so do it at your own risk. But this combo goes a little bit simple. It goes like this: you normal summon Lopter, you activate his effect, tributing himself to special summon a Mardell from deck. Mardell's effect is going to trigger because it was special summon. You're going to search for Generator boss stage. Then you're going to activate World Legacy Monstrosity targeting Mardell, and you're going to special summon from your deck a Har and a Needhog because they're both a different attribute and type from Mardell. After that, what you're going to do is you're going to overlay these two cards, sorry about that, into a Joromander, Generator Boss of Eternity. Next, you're going to activate Generator Boss stage, and you're going to activate Joromander's effect, just detaching any monster you want. In this case, I want to detach Mardell. You're going to draw one blank card. Your opponent is also going to draw. Both of you are going to attach to Joromander because of his effect. And now Generator Boss Stage effect is going to trigger to special summon a Generator monster from your deck. In this case, it is actually going to have to be Utgarda. You're gonna shuffle your deck a little bit. Let's put the deck back here. And then you're going to Xyz summon again. Ideally, you always want to do the second Xyz summon. You're gonna Xyz summon True King of All Calamities. You want to Xyz summon for the second time in the extra monster zone, because now you will pass turn, and the moment your opponent draws, you're gonna activate boss stage's effect. You're going to special summon. Either you can summon a Lopter, you can summon Hela, or you could special summon the second Har from your deck. This case is just a basic matter of decision making. You can choose, because if you decide to special summon Hela, then you're going to have to detach the Har, so you can actually tribute then a token and special summon the Har back. In other cases, you can just special summon the Har and you would tribute Utgarda in that case. So you would keep the Har in the Calamities. Or if you just want to, you can just special summon Lopter and pitch one of the tokens to get either a Har or a Hela from your deck. This is a simple Generator combo, but like I said, this pretty much eats your entire Generator engine, so do it at your own risk. Let's move on to a different type of combo. Now for the second combo, we are going to do a little Condemned Witch combo. We're going to put the deck over here so you can actually see it. This combo is a little bit less susceptible at the standby phase for a Nibiru, because usually you can get Nibiru'd with the Generators if you special summon from your deck and then you special summon 4 tokens, which you must do, because that's what Generaider boss stage's effect is. Then you can just get Nibiru'd because you get 5 summons right at the same time, and you have to actually use your hard negate to actually negate the Nibiru, but then you're left with no interruptions. Now in this case, this is a 4 summon combo, 4 summon in the start of the draw phase, because you're only going to summon 4 times. So what you're going to do is you're going to normal summon Condemned Witch, activating its effect, getting a Forbidden Chalice from your deck to your hand. You're going to set the Forbidden Chalice, activate Generaider boss stage. Then you're gonna pass turn. Boss stage effect is gonna trigger when your opponent draws, summoning a Har, and then boss stage's second effect is going to trigger. You're gonna get 3 tokens in attack position. So you're on 4 summons. In case if you just activated boss stage and didn't do anything else before passing turns, you would summon Har or Lopter from your deck, and then you would have to summon 4 tokens. In this case, you're summoning 3. Now at the start of your main phase, you can decide to do whatever you want. You got 2 negate, you got 1 monster negate here with Forbidden Chalice, and you got the Nominee negate with Har. You can also make your opponent send 1 monster from his hand or field to the graveyard the moment he searches for something. Then you can also tribute Condemned Witch to special summon a Lopter from your deck. Now in this case, you can choose to go in a variety of different fashions. Say you already wasted the Har negate and you're already down to 1 token. You can activate Lopter's effect, tributing the other token, and special summon. In case you want to, you can special summon. You want an interruption right now, so you want to summon either an Utgarda or a Needhog. You can decide to, if you wanna tribute both of your Generator monsters here for the Utgarda banish effect, or you can get Needhog and maybe tribute, I don't know, a Lopter. So if you case you summon Needhog, you can tribute Lopter, and if you survive the turn with both monsters, you either get big damage on board, and then you can go into a Calamities play for next turn. It's a very simple combo and very simple what you can do with it. So let's run a couple of test hands to see what we get and what can we do with the deck. So here's my extra deck with a few tokens because we're already playing Generators. Here's my deck. As you can see, I didn't change anything about it as with my extra deck, which actually needed a few changes, but I feel pretty comfortable with my deck overall. So let's shuffle up a little bit, see what the Generator gods want to give us in this hand, and see what we can do about it. So let's shuffle a little bit more. Alright, so let's see. We got a Numeron wall, a Generator boss fight, a Generator boss stage, another Generator boss stage, and an infinite impermanence. I mean, this is a pretty nice hand. There's a couple of disruptions you can do. So you're gonna wanna activate Numeron wall, getting the Numeron network from your deck, activating Numeron network's effect, sending Numeron calling to the graveyard, shuffle up your deck. Then you're gonna wanna summon any number of gates. I'm gonna summon number 1, number 2, and number 3. We're gonna summon all 3 of them. We still have 4 cards in hand, and we're all gonna just wanna do is 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna put it up there in the extra monster zone. I know, I'm sorry you cannot actually see it, but that is the extra monster zone. And we're gonna summon an Utopic's Exile. Then we're gonna go ahead and send Numeron Network to the graveyard to activate Generator boss stage. We're gonna set Infinite Impermanence and Generator boss fight. We still have Generator boss stage in hand, and then we're gonna pass turn. Now what we're gonna do is very simple. We're gonna activate Generator boss stage as Chainlink 1 if our opponent has nothing to disrupt us with. we're gonna activate Utopic Zexal as Chainlink 2. Now, why do we do it like this? It's because the moment we summon our monster, in this case we can summon either Lopter or Har, depends on what you want to summon. The moment we summon one of our monsters, Generaider boss stage second effect is going to trigger, and the moment it triggers, you're gonna get actually 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens. So in this case, we're gonna summon, say, Har. I'm gonna put the Lopter back in our deck. So we're gonna summon Har, and we're gonna summon 4 tokens. So in the if we didn't activate Utopic Zexal before we summon our tokens, what we would have is a Nibiru situation where your opponent would activate Nibiru, and you would have to waste the Har negate onto this. In other cases, in this case, we're not gonna get Nibiru because we are already under the Zexal lock, so we can save our Har negate for anything else. I mean, our opponent cannot activate cards and effects, so it's a little bit iffy, but it works. That's what we need. We need the extra lock protection. Now, in the case our opponent impermanence our Utopic Zexal, we still have the negates, and we still have the options, and we also have a second boss stage and an impermanence. I say that's a pretty good hand. Let's try another one. Alright, so let's do another test hand. Let's see if we can change up the standardized play and see what else can we do with the deck depending on the hand and what can it offer. Let's shuffle up a little bit. Oops, almost destroyed my entire deck right there. One more shuffle, and we're done. Alright, put the deck to the side. Let's see what we draw. We draw a Lopter, World Legacy Monstrosity, an Utgarda, a Har, and a Numeron wall. Okay, so what I would do here is pretty simple, I think. I would normal summon Lopter, activate in its effect. Now in here we have 2 lines of play. If this gets ashed, we can activate Numeron wall. If this doesn't get ashed, we summon from our deck to our field a Mardell, activating its effect, getting us a boss stage. We shuffle our deck, we activate the boss stage, set up World Legacy Monstrosity, and then we got 2 potential cards in hand we can summon with Monstrosity, and we have the Mardell. In another scenario, in case we don't want to pass the turn, let's change up the play. We activate the Monstrosity, special summoning Utgarda from our hand instead of targeting Mardell. We overlay into our extra monster zone, and we special summon Calamities, and once turn passes, we activate boss stage. Pretty simple combo. I like it. It's good, it's solid, and if we were ashed on this play, we still had the Numeron wall to follow it. So, in my opinion, it's pretty good. So, let's do one last test hand. Alright, so let's shuffle up our deck a little bit for our last test hand, and let's see if we can do something else. I really like that last test hand. It was pretty good in my opinion. I think it's even better than going into a Utopic Zexal play. I think it's a little bit more solid. Alright, so we have shuffled up our deck. Let's set it up. Let's draw. So we draw into a Kujikiri Curse, we draw into an Ash, we draw into an Impermanence, we draw into a boss stage, and we draw into a Terraforming. I think this hand is pretty self-explanatory, don't you think? We activate Terraforming, getting us the Numeron network, activate the Numeron network, sending from our deck to our graveyard a Numeron Calling. Let's put the graveyard so you can actually see it. And then we're going to summon, I think we're just going to go into the Utopic Zexal play 1, 2, and 3. If you wanted to do something else, you could just summon, instead of number 1, 2, and 3, you summon number 3 and a number 4. Then you send these 2 cards to the graveyard to link summon into an IP Masquerena. Want to change up the play a little bit. Instead of going straight up into the Utopic Zexal play, we're gonna do the IP Masquerena play. We activate Mouse Stage. Then we're gonna set Impermanence. And then we're gonna go and do this. Pass turn, activate Mouse Stage effect. And we're gonna special summon a Lopter from our deck. Gonna make some room a little bit. Shuffle up, activate Boss Stage second effect since a monster was special summoned from our deck during our opponent's turn. We're going to summon 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens. Now we got a card that we don't really have a use for it. We got an Ash, we got an Impermanence right here set. So let's move on to what we would do next. We would tribute 1 token using Lopter's effect to get a Har from the deck, special summon it in defense position. Now we will have the Har Omni Negate, which would say we use. So we get rid of 2 more tokens. Then we activate IP Masquerena's effect, sending this and the token, special summoning a Nightmare Unicorn from deck, pinching Kujikirikors. We still have the Impermanence, we still have the Ash. I gotta admit, we have so many potentially good lines of play in this deck, it's incredible. So, I wanna thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked this video, please a like and subscribe is always very greatly appreciated. And as always, it's been easy. See ya.